Good morning, everyone. First, let me thank the Center for International Trade Expositions and Mission, CITEM, for inviting UNDP Philippines to be part of this important activity. It is without doubt that there is an urgent call to help MSMEs adopt responsible consumption and production practices as part of the country's move towards achieving the targets of SDG 12, responsible consumption and production. With the pandemic situation, the United Nations calls for a transformative COVID-19 strategy for the sustainable and resilient economies and societies. The 2021 SDG report highlights 4 key findings which state that 1, that rapidly growing rate of natural resources consumption is unsustainable. 2, progress to promote sustainable production and consumption is uneven. 3, electronic waste continues to proliferate and it is not being disposed of in a responsible way. And 4, progress to eliminate fossil fuel subsidies has been uneven. This poses challenges to achievement of the Paris Agreement and the 2030 agenda. While circular economy is not new to the Philippines, the country remains to be the 3rd largest contributor to marine plastic waste. To note, the Philippines generate 2.7 million tons of plastic waste yearly and hosts 500 tons of plastic waste leakage yearly. Circular economy is gaining significant support from key stakeholders in the Philippines, including the public and private sectors and civil society, which now have a better understanding of how circular economy complements or enhances existing development priorities. At present, UNDP has been supporting the National Plan of Action for the Prevention, Reduction, and Management of Marine Litter, the NPOA, of the Department of Environment and Natural Resources. The NPOA provides a blueprint for government to improve its resource and waste management by bringing additional perspective on marine litter issues and the control of additional leakage of waste into bodies of water. Still on sustainable production and consumption, UNDP, with support from the Global Environment Facility, has worked with the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources through the Global Marine Commodities Project on strengthening the multi-stakeholder platform and setting up enabling mechanisms for the private sector to be able to comply with global sustainable standards for blue swimming crabs and octopus. UNDP supports these efforts of the government in forging partnerships with stakeholders that are expected to impact sustainable production and consumption patterns in the country. Moving forward, and on top of the existing initiatives, we see key action points that can help build a whole of government approach on circular economy. First, we need to strengthen the movement for new 3 Rs: reusing, repairing, and refilling economy. This will entail concerted action from all stakeholders to facilitate producers designing products for reuse, refilling, repair, and recycling, for the government to use its purchasing power to buy sustainable products, and for communities to demand access to better choices for consumption. Second, we need to be evidence-based. This means that we have to use data as a starting point for zero waste communities. We need to have a better information on material inputs that producers can buy from recovered waste, on greenness of products that consumers buy, and on compliance by business and households to solid waste regulations. Third, there needs to be investments on material recovery facilities and recycling infrastructure as a collaborative spaces to improve waste management and material recovery. A co-creation of multi-use facilities for incubation of innovation and entrepreneurship. Finally, there needs to be a policy action to lock in culture change by rethinking policies to incentivize new behaviors and by enabling co-creation solutions. Again, let me congratulate Chitam and all the participants for organizing this important activity. Rest assured, UNDP will endeavor to continue to work with you in contributing to the achievement of sustainable production and consumption here in the Philippines and around the world. Thank you and good day.